What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Classic dropping the car vlog. I hope you guys and gals are having a wonderful and a blessed Monday morning. A lot of states dealt with a lot of the cold, the blizzard, and all of that stuff, but some of us still got to go to work. You know, as much as I would love to stay home and keep warm and be doing stuff, you know, you got to provide, and you know, I thank God for that. Speaking of the Lord, nobody tells you today, remember that God loves you, Christ loves you, and I love you as well. I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying that you guys stay warm, stay safe, and be careful out here or even at home. Make sure you subscribe to the Taking Home podcast, where I talk about wrestling topics, and I put up my matches as Classic Alpha, professional wrestler of 13 years. It'll be 14 in March, but you can watch a playlist of my wrestling matches outside of the content that I speak about wrestling. I go live, I interview wrestlers, and I also promote my wrestling company with my wife, which you should also subscribe to the YouTube channel C3 Ultimate Wrestling. Me and my wife, we've been doing this for 7 years. Celebrated 7 years as an anniversary. C3 last Monday. Now we celebrate my wife's birthday today, so make sure y'all say happy birthday to my wife in the chat. But also subscribe to that channel because it has all of our matches from 2025 and matches from previous years. You don't want to miss the stories, the action, the connections, and everything. You know, wrestling is very important to us, so make sure you subscribe. Also, get your tickets ready February 21st for Big Business. That is less than a month away, February 21st. Dyer, Indiana, Harold's private venue. Tickets are all available on Eventbrite, where they are $5 off, but they'll be $5 more at the door, bars. I want to be real quick and speak about Saturday night's main event. I did watch it. I watched it because I forgot to unsubscribe to Peacock. I subscribed to him last month because of John Cena's last match. I did want to see it. I wanted to see it live so we can speak about it and stuff, and I did want to. Now, I have a bad habit of not unsubscribing in time. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll be watching main event. I didn't even know about main event till last week. So that tells you like how clocked out I'd be. I watch clips and stuff like that, but I don't be caring about the trailers at the end or when they be saying stuff. I dang near forgot that Royal Rumble is this week. So I'm just saying. So still, I was like, oh, well, since it's already taken out my account. I mean, I did the same thing for HBO Max. I thought I unsubbed HBO Max, but I had to go to Google Play to unsub. But before I did that, we watched Sinners. Sinners was all right. But still, going back into Saturday night's main event, I did watch it. It was 4 matches. Like I said, I do like the format of less is more. I don't know. I'm sure them tickets cost a lot of money for people to just watch 4 matches. But still. First match, or supposed to be match, was Jacob Fatu and Cody. When Cody was coming out, Jacob Fatu kicked him down, and then they brawled for a good 10, 12 minutes. Like I said, honestly, they could have just brawled from the back to outside. They didn't have to do the entrances and stuff. Like when Jacob was talking stuff, that's when Cody should have attacked him. Or if Cody was coming out, that's when Jacob should have attacked him, especially because of what Cody was saying. I wanted to make a separate video about this, but I didn't have time. Real quick, I don't even like how this started of a feud. Oh, Jacob was thinking. Oh, Cody, oh, you wasn't thinking, you was acting, and that's what got you locked up. Like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? That came from Cody, who broke into Drew McIntyre's house. Ain't that illegal? So I didn't like that. I didn't like how they were trying to do it. It seems like they're going to try to coach Jacob possibly to the main event, but I do feel like maybe if Roman or one of his cousins, his family members would have said something like that, because, you know, obviously he had a dark time and a dark past, but still, I don't think it was meant for Cody, and how it looks and the trajectory of it, I don't like it. But still, I thought that this was going to be a match, and I thought Jacob was going to win. I feel like Jacob should have won this match. I felt that he should have won. I feel like, I'm not saying that Cody got to be down on his luck like he would, like John Cena was when he faced The Rock the first time at WrestleMania. But still, I think that Jacob would have been better off just winning this match. But it wasn't a match. They fought, they brawled, they attacked people. Another thing of Cody's heel turn Homelander thing and stuff like that. They fought all the way to the top, and then Drew pushed Jacob off, and then he gave Cody a low blow and powerbombed him. Like I said, I understand they was trying to do a longer fight because people paid to see matches like this, but still, at least y'all should have fought from the back to the ring, to the outside and stuff like that. It was just like, okay, I'm over it. You know, the crowd was reacting, but still, Second match was Riho. Is that how they say that name? It just reminded me of that lady who wrestled for the AEW, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan of Judgment Day. This match was pretty solid for the most part. It was pretty solid. Almost every time I thought somebody was going to win, the tag was going to win, somebody broke out of a pin or somebody broke the pin. I thought it was creative when the referee was counting, and then Raquel dropped whoever, I forgot who it was, on the referee. I thought that was pretty creative. I can't say that I've seen that before. I thought that was pretty cool. The matches were solid, and then all of it, when Raquel attacked, I think a lot of us was like, oh, Stephanie Vaquer about to come out soon. Stephanie Vaquer. And here she comes. She comes out. Not only does she come out, her cast is gone. So it's just like all that hard work of getting hit with the chair, getting attacked by Raquel, all of it went away. Went away real quick. Stephanie came out. She took care of Raquel. And basically at the end, I believe Rhea did a riptide. And that was it. Or did they do the moonsault? I don't know. I did watch it, but like I said, honestly, it was a pretty solid match. It was a pretty solid match. I'm not big on the women's tag division because it's not big on itself. It won't be long. Either Roxanne or Liv are going to win it back, or Damage Control is going to win it back. Like, that's what they do. They do this stuff. Those two teams, any form of Judgment Day women will win it back, or Damage Control is going to win it back. Now, if Io and Rhea have it for a long time, it'll be obviously so they don't go after Stephanie Vaquer. It'll obviously be because these two women can wrestle. And let me say this too, and I've said stuff about Io before. Io can wrestle. That lady can go. That lady is solid. I don't like the aesthetic of how they were doing with Io versus Rhea, but that lady can go, man. That lady's dope. Rhea is also dope. Like, I think people will love Rhea for how she wrestles and how she looks and stuff like that, you know. So, like I said, it is like dang near a match made in you know where for them to be together, at least for this time. At least give them something to do. Like, I do think that is a good way to keep them from going after the main title. It's just, these are titles that WWE doesn't really care for. You know what I'm saying? Still. Next is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. They obviously touted this as their last match ever because AJ is on the brink of retirement. I think this is his final year. I think even Shinsuke made a tweet and then he deleted it speaking about it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a part of WWE Unreal. That's what they're doing. That's why the show is here now. Outside of exposing the business, it's because when wrestlers mess up, or when WWE mess up, or Paul mess up, they can say, oh, well, it was a storyline. Oh, well, it was contracts. That's why they're doing this show, by the way. It's because they're trying to disrespect the fans. And that's the problem. And that's what's going to make people feel disrespected. And that's why Paul will always get booed, honestly. But still, touted as the last match between these guys. This match was pretty good. It was great. It was a great match. Honestly, it was the match of the night. Like I said, a lot of false outs, a lot of kickouts, a lot of teasing, all of that stuff. My only gripe of the match was flying knees. Now, Shinsuke's finishing move is a Kinshasa, which is basically a knee to the back of the head. But how he does it, people was calling it Kinshasas, some were calling it flying knees, and then AJ was doing flying knees, and then the commentators were calling it Kinshasas. So I don't know what's the difference, because they were hitting each other with knees in the back of the head and in the front of the head. And I felt like it was like an oversaturation. That's like if somebody's finishing move is a knockout punch, right? And they keep punching people and it's not a knockout, but it's like, oh, well, this one is because they're getting ready for it. And that's how I felt with this match as far as Kinshasas are involved. I felt like it was too many knees. Now that sounds crazy, but it was too many knees, because even the commentators, Kinshasa, oh, we didn't get all of it. Oh, a flying knee smash. Oh, a knee smash. Like, when you look back at it, if you didn't look at it or if you're going to, I was like, okay, Kinshasa, no, it's a knee smash. Knee smash, oh, it's a Kinshasa. But still, I thought it was pretty good. I don't think that these guys had a bad match, ever had a bad match that I've seen. From New Japan all the way to WWE. We talked about how I believe it was Shinsuke and AJ. I feel like Shinsuke should have beat AJ for the title at WrestleMania. Was it 30? I do feel like that definitely should have happened, but it didn't. I do feel like Shinsuke should have had a championship run. I do think that even now at his older age, he's showing people why he should have been the number one. I do think this is one of the guys that WWE dropped the ball on as far as wrestling is concerned. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm not late because of this truck trying to get into this driveway. Please just go into the driveway. I just want to go to work on time. That's all I want to do. But still, I do think that Shinsuke is showing that they should have did something with him. I know like last year, and even the year before that, it was always rumors about him, his contract expiring, but I would laugh because people be so quick to try to tell people whose contract is about to expire, or they're done and all that. And people laugh because it is funny. It's very, very funny that people can just assume that. And sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong, but still. Great match, great solid match. I do love the psychology in it for sure. AJ was working his knee. He was making sure that knee hurt and stuff like that. And then even to the point to where Shinsuke was trying to do the Kinshasa, his knee went out. And then even at the end of the match, like he put the calf crusher on it, and I do feel like Shinsuke probably should have tapped to make the move look strong, but it just didn't work like that. But still, near the end of the match, Shinsuke tried to kick AJ, and then AJ like hung his knee over the top rope, gave a phenomenal forearm, and went to the phenomenal Styles Clash, and it was pretty good. I'm definitely praying for you. I'm definitely sorry to hear that. I'm praying for your heart to heal. I'm praying for the Lord's love to still be on you, even through these tough times, even through these trials and tribulations. I am praying for you. Oh my gosh, this truck, y'all. But still, going into it, it was a solid match. Like I said, it does look like AJ's final match may be against Gunther at Royal Rumble. I would have held off until WrestleMania. In my opinion, I do think that AJ Styles has put more than enough time and effort into WWE. And who knows, maybe they will. They'll try to swerve something and make it an Unreal story. They'll definitely try to put it on Unreal. You know what I'm saying? But still, we'll see where it goes from there. Main event is Sami Zayn versus Trick Willie. Whoop that Trick versus Randy Orton versus Damian Priest. Fatal 4-way. Obviously, the crowd loves Sammy because Sammy's from Canada, so ole, 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 ole. They love it, Sammy. Everybody looking at reactions and stuff like that. Trick leaves early, then the fight starts happening. This was a solid match, and I'm going to say this too. Trick Williams is showing that he is meant to be there. He's meant to be a star. The crowd sings his song, even though he's a bad guy. The guy is showing stuff, and he's getting rubbed. Pause, no diddy, against with vets like Damian and Randy and Sammy and stuff like that. And obviously, I think he did do a great job. I think the match layout was pretty good for what it was, stopping pins and stuff like that, because a multi-man match should be very, very difficult to win. Should be very, very difficult to win. It shouldn't be an easy thing. I think the structure of the match was pretty good. I did think a couple times that Trick was going to win because Trick did throw like somebody out after they hit their finisher on somebody, but then the person would either kick out or somebody would break it or whatever like that. Finish came when Sami Zayn eventually gave Damian the haluva kick, and Randy tried to save it, but it was too late. That's a big thing because some people probably think that the rookie or the new person would have taken the pin. But, you know, I think Damian could afford to take the loss. I know the crowd is kind of like, it's just Damian. But still, I think all four men put on a solid match for sure. Drew tried to attack Sammy like he attacked Cody and Jacob, and it didn't work. Next, Cody and Sammy is next week at the Royal Rumble. If Sammy wins, that does suck for Cody's behalf because they obviously didn't want Cody to lose to Sammy because they see more value in Cody. And also they want to do a feel-good moment. If Sammy loses, then they're just going to make this storyline go all the way up to next year because WrestleMania 43, is it 43? Yeah, 43 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. So they're going to probably give Sammy his moments in where his bloodline is in, right? They're probably going to give him his moment. Now, I see it and I don't like it sometimes. Like, I can see it because, you know, you want these people to be happy and go home happy because they love Sammy, right? But at the same time, this just shows you that WWE will have patience with whoever they want to have patience with. So when you say like, oh, well, Montez and stuff like that, oh, well, they don't have time to this, they don't have time for this. When you can sit here and you could probably plot a story out, it's not a good thing. Now, I do hope, hey, if this happens, this happens. This is the most WWE thing to happen. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think that they would give it to him early. But hey, to make Saudi Arabia feel good and the people feel good and fans out here like them. I just don't want to hear the ultimate underdog story because Drew and Sammy faced each other before, and Sammy beat Drew a lot of times. That's why, like Drew was saying, there was some kind of conspiracy against him. Like that was like last year, wasn't it? So I don't even want to see these two go against each other again. I truly don't, because they've won each other so many times. They've had matches that were similar. They had a rematch that was similar and stuff because they were trying to say that Drew was getting screwed. Pause, no diddy. But still, I don't want to see this again, but we'll see where it goes. Solid event, only a few takeaways from it. Probably going to unsubscribe unless next month or whatever Saturday night's main event they have, if it's solid matches, I'll look at it. Maybe. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think. I just pulled up to work. Make sure you guys be safe. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.